Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Varshini.
Afternoon, sir. Good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon.
sir.
Good afternoon. Today in this class, I will explain what is the Java bytecode. Why the Java is familiar. The only one and only reason. Suppose in C language, you can execute suppose one statement printf. Suppose you can execute one statement. The output is not same as in all types of computers. Look here. I will type one statement here. Printf percentage d 40,000. Okay, what's the output of this statement in our systems? What is the output of this statement in our system? Definitely, that's not a 40,000 because of in our systems. Okay, in our laboratory, the 40,000 is an integer, that is signed integer. How many number of bytes for signed integer in our systems is 2 bytes. Okay, 2 bytes. The maximum positive is 32,767. But our number is 40,000 here. I want to print means definitely I should not get it. I will get the wrong results. At the same time, the same statement I can run in some other system, suppose in the Unix environment or Linux environment. Definitely I will get the 40,000. Definitely I will get the output 40,000. That means system to system, output will be varying. System to system, output will be varying. That is called as platform dependent. Your program is dependent on the platform. First of all, here, what is the concept of platform? Platform means your computer operating system is a platform. Uh, and also, your configuration is also platform. Your system configuration is the platform. At the same time, what is the type of operating system we are using in your system is also one kind of platform. That means you can execute your program in Windows operating system, one kind of output. The same program we can execute in some other Linux system, you will get the different output means. Okay, that is dependent on the platform. That's not independent. Okay, that is not independent. Okay, understand all of it? What is the platform independent? Dependent means no the output is not common for the same program. Suppose I have a one program, I can execute the program in different systems. Okay, we'll get the different outputs. That is dependent on the system. That is dependent. Your program is dependent on the system. The system will give the output. You have to obey. You don't have the right. Okay, I want to change my. I want to. Suppose I will get the wrong results. Means that's your own issue. The system can generate only the output. That means that is either wrong output or correct output. But between the two systems, definitely will get the change of the output. Change of the output means this is called as platform dependent. Okay, this is called as platform dependent. Okay, what is the reason here? What is the bytecode here? Bytecode means suppose in C language and C++ languages. Okay, C language and C++ is the object-oriented programming language. C language and C++ programming languages. Okay, suppose your program have the variables. The variables are whenever your program has compiled the variables for the whatever that variables in your program, the memory has allocated directly. Okay, the memory has directly allocated for what are the variables in your program. There is no mediator. In between your program and memory, there is no interface. There is no interface. Suppose you are executing your program in the Windows operating system. The Windows operating system for your C program or C++ program for integer 2 bytes are given. Only 2 bytes are given for if you have an integer variable in your program. That means the system has given the 2 bytes. That means how many number of bytes for integer means 2 bytes are given by system. Suppose the same program you have to execute in. Linux environment or Unix environment, it can gives the 4 bytes of memory. How many bytes for integer in C language? How many bytes for integer in C language?
2 bytes, sir.
That's wrong. Don't give such kind of answers whenever anybody can ask to you. There is no specific size for any data type in C language. There is no specific size. That depends upon the system. That depends upon the system. Why are you taking here the 2 bytes means? Okay, suppose in general, suppose everyone can say the answer 2 bytes means that is normal answer. 2 bytes, okay, fine. That is 2 bytes. But in our systems, 2 bytes. Some other systems it will use the 4 bytes. Some other system it will give the more than 4 bytes also. How can I say 2 bytes for integer? Okay, in what way you can give the answer for whoever can give the ask the question to you? There is no specific size for integer, specific size for integer in any in C language, sir. Okay, but in our systems, we are following the Windows operating system. In our system, 2 bytes for integers, sir. Suppose in the some other system, Linux platform or Unix operating system platform, 4 bytes for integers, sir. This in such a way you have to convey the answer. In such a way, you have to convey the answer. 2 bytes means, okay, 40,000 is in the range of, is not in the range of 2 bytes, but 40,000 is in the range of 4 bytes. 40,000 is in the range of 4 bytes, but not in the range of in the 2 bytes. Very simple. That's why the result has to be changed from system to system. Okay, system to system. Here, what is the concept of bytecode means? In Java, what is bytecode means? Okay, the bytecode is the instruction set for the Java virtual machine. Java virtual that is called as JVM. Okay, now here I have drawn one diagram. No need, already have the diagram. Look here. Okay, this is the source code. Source code means that is the Java file. Okay, then that is compiler. The compiler can compile the program in C language. There is no this layer. There is no bytecode layer. Okay, in C and C++, there is no bytecode layer. Okay, directly, what is the mission code? There is no JVM and bytecode, all these things, no compiler, and directly that is mission code in C and C++ languages. Okay, there is no bytecode and there is no Java virtual machine. Okay, there is no Java virtual machine. Here the compiler directly provides it will gives the machine code. It will gives the machine code means what's the machine understandable form. The memory has allocated, whatever that everything. There is no bytecode concept, there is no JVM concept in C and C++. But here the bytecode can decide how many number of bytes per integer. How many number of bytes for integer the bytecode has decided. Java virtual machine can decide, okay, I have an integer variable in my program. Look here, in my Java program, I have an integer. Okay, please keep on concentration. Very simple concept here. Here the source code having the Java file having one integer variable. That integer, while compiling the program, okay, the bytecode understand that is an integer variable. The bytecode can generate, I need the 4 bytes of memory for integer. Okay, this is an interface. You have to execute that program wherever the bytecode can decide how many number of bytes for integer, not the system. You can execute it wherever in the world, whatever the system in the world, you have to execute your program, your Java program. The program having the integer variable means how many number of bytes for that integer variable is. That is decided by the bytecode and Java virtual machine. The Java virtual machine, wherever you have to execute. Okay, wherever you have to execute. Why the Java is familiar means Java is the platform independent language. Whatever that platform, whatever the system configuration, this is the independent. Java language is independent. Why it is independent means, okay, this is the bytecode and JVM is these two are the concepts for Java is the platform independent language. Okay, Java is the platform independent language. Here the bytecode is the class file. What is the bytecode here? Class file. The class file can be executed by the which of JVM. This is the what is the operating system here? Windows. What is the operating system here? Linux. What is the operating system here? Macintosh. Mac. Okay, three different operating systems. The mission code is the same. The mission code has generated here the same type of mission code. Okay, the JVM, what is the bytecode here? This is the class file. The class file has executed in Windows JVM. Okay, Windows Java Virtual Machine operating system is the Windows in the Windows platform. JVM has executed same mission code. At the same time, the class file is executed in the Linux environment. Okay, the JVM can generate the same kind of mission code. At the same time, the Macintosh is the one kind of operating system. There also, the class file will use the same kind of put. This is called as a bytecode and platform independent. Okay, this is called as bytecode and platform independent. Platform, what is the platform here? Operating system is the platform. Very clear here. The JVM is executed in three different types of operating systems here. Windows, Linux and Macintosh. But the mission code is same as same. The output of that integer variable, how many bytes for that integer variable is 4 bytes in wherever in the system. Wherever, whatever the platform. What's the platform here? Windows is the platform, Linux is the platform, Macintosh is the platform. Three different operating systems, three different types of operating systems here. The class file has executed, it will give the same kind of output any system because of that is generated by the bytecode. Bytecode means that is called as a class file. Actually, in C language, once we can compile, .obj file has created. A .obj file has created. .obj file means that is mission understandable form. A mission understandable form. Mission understandable form directly it has to be created. Directly it has to be created. There is no class files there. There is no that is directly contact with the memory. That's why .exe files are very dangerous. Very dangerous. Very easy to getting the chance virus. Directly it has to be direct contact with the memory means definitely will get the virus. Here in between one more layer Java program to memory your system having one more layer. That layer is the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. The Java Virtual Machine can decide how many number of bytes for how many number of bytes for what kind of data type it is, and that is wherever, okay, wherever the whatever the platform system wherever in the world. That's why the Java is very familiar in the internet. That's why the Java is very familiar in the internet. Otherwise, well, why the Java is very familiar means, suppose one website has opened, all the websites are working under Java, using the Java. All the millions of websites or millions of devices are under Java means, constructing with the Java means, okay, all the systems are, suppose I have to open one a website in my computer. What is the output of that website? In what way I have to display the website has displayed in my system. You have to open that also. You will get the same type of website, same type of operations, same type of operations. Okay, this is called as platform independent. Okay, this is called as platform independent. Suppose okay, I have to transact, I have to send some money to one person from my friend, okay, using the SBI online SBI. Okay, online SBI, the program has executed there. Okay, the program has executed there. At the same time, the receiver and also, okay, it is not a platform independent. My system is platform independent. Suppose the receiver side is not a platform independent means, platform independent is not a platform independent means, definitely you'll get the problem. All the systems are should be in the same mode. Entire world, what are the systems are connected to internet, all are should be in the same mode. Is same mode. How can you solve this problem means the layer, one more layer has created between system and programming language. That layer is called as Java Virtual Machine. Java Virtual Machine. The Java Virtual Machine can decide if whatever the requirements of the program requirements are given to the system has to be satisfied. System has to be satisfied those requirements and allocated all the requirements by the Java virtual machine. ఏమడిగితే అది చేస్తుంది అది. Java virtual machine, whatever the Java virtual machine can say to system, the system can do that. Okay, but in C program, C and C++, it cannot ask any kind of. You can give whatever, I will take it. You can give whatever, I will take it. There is no here Java virtual machine means this is not a mission. This is not electrical motor or DC motor. What is your mission? Mission means this is also program. Okay, this is also program. Whenever you have to execute your Java program, the Java virtual machine is automatically executed. The Java virtual machine automatically executed. That is the meaning of bytecode and platform independent. Bytecode and platform independent. Understand all of you? What is the bytecode? What is the platform independent? Hello? Next, coming to features of Java. The primary object of Java programming is portable. Okay, here we have the list of most important features of Java language is given: simple, object-oriented, portable, platform-independent, secured, robust, architectural neutral, and interpreted, high performance, multi-threaded, distributed, and dynamic. These are the Java language features. Okay, Java language features. The first one is simple. Java is very easy to learn. Every program is very easy to learn, and its syntax is simple, clean, and easy to understand. According to some Java languages, is a simple programming language because Java syntax is based on what kind of syntaxes? C programming syntaxes. C program C++ means that is a super class for C is the super class for C++. Who is the parent of C++? Who is the parent of C++? C is the parent of C++. Then Java has removed many complicated and rarely used features. For example, explicit pointers, operator overloading. Java already in the last class I said that Java doesn't have the operator overloading. Java doesn't have the operator overloading. No pointers in Java. No pointers in Java. There is no need to remove unreferenced objects because there is an automatic garbage collection in Java. Garbage collection means once you have to create the objects in the memory, automatically the objects have to be removed from the memory using the garbage collector. Using the garbage collector. That means these all are this simple. So I will tell you what is the garbage collection and later I will discuss. Next one, object oriented. Okay, already in the last class I said that what is object oriented features, object, class, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation. Okay, encapsulation. The oops basic concepts here, the class is not a concept here. The class means that is called as encapsulation. Next one, platform independent. Okay, already in the previous class file is executed in the Mac OS JVM, Windows JVM, and Linux JVM. The JVM is the common here, but the operating systems are different. Okay, next, the Java platform differs from most other platforms in the sense that is the software-based platform that runs on the top of the hardware-based platforms. It is runtime environment and API, application program interface. Okay, application program interface. Okay, application program interface means runtime environment. Suppose the Java is the very robust language. Okay, Java is the very robust language. Runtime environment means okay, that is Java runtime environment JREs called as JREs Java runtime environment JRE Java runtime environment API application program interface API means you have to develop the graphical design interface graphical user interface you have to develop in Java, but in C++ we don't have such kind of facility. Very easy to you have to implement the user the front end. Front end means suppose once you have to fill the application, online application like this you have to create in Java directly in Java. Very easy, very easy implementation. Very easy implementation in Java that is application program interface application program suppose if you want to freezing the if you want to enter the options okay, you have to give the options in the website okay you need a one interface okay you need one interface that is front end you have to develop the front end by using the application program interface okay application program interface next one is secure okay whenever secure means whenever your data is not stored directly in the memory your data is secured. Your data is secured. Whenever the garbage collector, whenever your work has finished, whenever work has finished, automatically the Java, the garbage collector can clean the whatever the objects created by you. Okay, all are removed from the memory. Okay, all are removed from the memory. Okay, look here. What are the things available here? Class loader. Class loader in Java is part of the Java runtime environment. Okay, class loader means loading the class. Okay, which is easy to load Java classes into the Java virtual machine dynamically. Okay, it adds security by separating the package for the classes of the local file system from those that are imported from the network sources. The class loader means it has to load the classes to the Java virtual machine dynamically. Okay, Java virtual machine dynamically bytecode verified checks the code fragments for illegal code that can be violate access rights to objects. If any illegal code also it can identify. Okay, any illegal code also it can identify. Security mainly it determines the resources a class can access such as reading and writing of the local disk. Okay, security. Okay, that means secured. In that is class loader and security manager and byte verifier and security manager. These three are the part of the JVM. Next one, robust. Why it is called as robust means okay, this is not a simple language. It has strong memory management, lack of pointers that avoid security problems, and the this is automatic garbage collection. Already said that there are exception handling and robust means here not all these things. Robust means very big. Robust means very big. Okay, we have the lot of JRE files. Suppose one kind of application have solved by one kind of JRE. One kind of applications are solved by some other type of JRE, Java runtime environment. Java runtime environment. Okay, as per your requirements, as per your project, you have to use what kind of. That means, suppose if you want to write the programming on databases, okay, you need one kind of JREs. Suppose some internet issues, you need another kind of JREs. Different types of JREs. Java runtime environment. Okay, next one, architectural neutral. Already said that architectural neutral. In C programming, int data type occupies 2 bytes of memory, 32-bit architecture, and 4 bytes of memory for 64-bit architecture. 64-bit architecture, how many bytes for integer? 2 bytes. In 32-bit, how many bytes for integer in C programming? 2 bytes. Okay, now in Java, however, it occupies 4 bytes of memory for both 32 and 64-bit of architectures in Java. Whatever the 32-bit or 16-bit or 64-bit, the size of integer is 4 bytes. The size of integer is 4 bytes. No change of size of the data type. Okay, no change of size of the data type. Next one, portable. Java is a portable because of portable means what's the meaning? You have to move the code from one system to another system. You have to move the code from one system to another system. It's not a problem. All the systems are, your program will gives the same kind of output whatever the system. That is portability. Okay, that is called as portability. Next one, high performance. Okay, the Java is faster than other traditional interpreted programming languages because of Java bytecode is close to native code. It is still little bit slower than compiled languages. Java is an interpret language. Okay, Java interpreter, and what is the interpreter and what is the compiler? Okay, compiler means, what is interpreter? What is interpreter? All of you know what is a compiler? Hello, hello participants. Respond. Huh?
హై లెవెల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ని లో లెవెల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ కన్వర్ట్ చేయడానికి కంపైలర్ యూజ్ చేస్తారు.
Compiler vartama. It is a translator which will convert high level programming language into low level programming language. What is interpreter? What is interpreter? Interpreter is also like compiler. It is also converts high level programming language into low level. What is the difference between compiler and interpreter means? Suppose in compiler, once you will get the error, all the errors has displayed at a time. Once you can compile, what are the errors in the program, all the errors will be displayed at a time. Sir, no. All the errors will be displayed at a time. But in interpreter, once error has occurred, once error has occurred in a particular line, the remaining code will not be compiled, will not be interpreted. You have to remove that error, then only it will goes to next error. That is interpreter. Interpreter is also compiler, but it is interpretation. That is line by line interpretation. If once it will gets the error, it will stop. It will stop. Once you can resolve that error, then only, okay, it will goes to next line for compilation. This is the difference between interpreter and compiler. Here, this is the high performance. Why it is high performance? This is the traditional. Java is faster than other traditional interpreted programming language because Java bytecode is close to the native code. It is still a little bit slower than a compiled languages. Okay, here we have the compiler and also interpreter in Java. Next one, distributed. Distributed means here the Java having a RMI, remote method invocation. Extended Java beans. CJB means extended Java beans. RMI means remote method invocation. Distributed means what is the distribution? What's the distribution? Distribution means here, suppose your program, your program having one method, that method has executed by remote method, remote area, not from your method, not from your program. Your program remote method invocation means RMI means your method has executed from somewhere, not from your program. Distributed, that is distributed. Okay, that is distributed, not centralized. Centralized is very dangerous. Distributed. Our Jagan Mohan Reddy said that distributed three capitals for AP means that is called as a distribution. Law and order from High Court from Kurnool and Secretariat from Vizag and the remaining assembly, everything is in Amaravati. Three distribution. If what is the problem with the centralization? Whenever suppose the problem is centralization, everybody we have faced that problem. Hyderabad is given for Telangana. Hyderabad is given for Telangana. That is centralized. Everything we kept there. Everything we kept there. Whenever bifurcation, okay, that is good. That went to Telangana people. That is centralized. Distributed means having the more than one capital like this. Distributed means your program has to be executed in different platforms, different areas. Different areas. Suppose instead of that entire thing as is centralized, you have to distribute your program. You have to distribute your program. Okay, that is called as distributed. Next one, multi-threaded. Okay, I will tell you what is a multi-threaded. It's not right term for I will explain what is multi-threading. Dynamic. Java is the dynamic language. It supports dynamic loading of classes. Dynamic loading of classes. It means classes are loaded on demand. It also supports functions from its native languages, that is C and C++. This dynamic means it supports dynamic loading of classes. Dynamic loading of classes. Okay, next I will write the program. First program. How do you write the program in Java? So first of all, look here. If you want to write the program in Java, first you can start with class. Class is a keyword in Java. Class, class name. Same syntax of the structure. Okay. Suppose I want to display very simple hello world. Okay. How can you display the hello world in C language? First program you done your lab. How do you display? How did you display? Void main, printf, hello.
Printf statements.
Void main, printf, hello world. Yes. But here, how can you display? That means there in the main you will write the printf statement. But here the main is also in the class. The main is also in the class. Without class, you cannot write a simple Java program also. Even hello world program also, you cannot write it without class. Without class, you cannot write it a simple hello world program also in Java. Class CSC, public, static, void main, public static, void main, string args. I will tell you what all these things. From dot, out dot, println. Okay, this is the program. Where is the main here? Where is the main here?
In the CSC class, sir.
Inside the class. Where is the main method? Inside the class. Okay, inside the class. That is the difference between C and Java. Here you want to write a simple program also. The main method should be in the class. The main method should be in the class. Without classes, you cannot write a program, even a simple program also. Here the class name. What's the class name here? CSC is the class name. Public static void main. Here the main is not a void main. Here the main is not a void main. This is the public static void main. Next, having the string args. Having the string args system.out.println hello Java. You cannot print directly. Printf also here. You cannot write printf directly. Println directly. println here, whatever in Java you want to access, you need the objects. Okay, you need the objects. Without objects, you cannot access. Okay, without objects, you cannot access. Here, out is an object. Here, out is an object. Here, argc is an or the objects of the string. Already said that command line arguments. Command line arguments. What is command line arguments, Gangotri? Gangotri. Command line arguments. Your program has executed from the command line. You need to give the arguments. You need to give the arguments. Those arguments have copied into main method, main function. The command and arguments in the main function of the C program. Whatever arguments you have to give at a command line, those arguments are saved into stored into main function arguments. Main function have the command line arguments. Main function having the command line arguments, that is equivalent here. Public static void means string outs. There int argc comma char star argv brackets. Char star argv means that is group of strings. How many number of strings means that is in how many number of arguments means that is int argc. But here no need of count. Okay, no need of count. But how many number of arguments are given here you have to check it. That is strings. String args. Args is the identifier. Okay, here why it is the public? That's very important. Why the main method is the public static? Okay, why the main method is the public static? Okay, what is the reason here the main method is the public? Public means suppose if you want to execute whatever in your class. Okay, already said that in the previous classes also. Suppose you have a cycle, so we have a one circle means if you want to go inside only, you have to know what is inside of the cycle, inside of the circle. First you will go inside. You go inside means you need a path. You need a path. Suppose in your family, you birwa in your family, you have a birwa. That birwa having the private things means first of all you can go inside. You can go inside means that is called as a public. Your program will starts in Java also. Your program will starts from main method. Your program will starts from main method, no doubt. Your program will starts from main method means where is the main method? Where is the main method in the Java? That is inside the class. Means you need to go inside. You need to go inside means that should be public. So not go inside. If you want to access main method at outside, okay, where you have to execute in program you can write the execution part. No, once you can program, you can compile this program, then dot class file has created that is executed. The dot class file you have to execute. Dot class file you have to execute. That means how can you execute this program is suppose C colon dash the program is in my directory. Okay, what's the file name here? Java C csc dot java. Class name dot java. Okay, class name dot java. Okay, then once if there is no errors, csc dot class file has created. csc dot class file has created. Okay, once compile, no errors means csc dot class file has created. Next one, I want to execute this program. Just Java. What is CSC here? Java CSC. What is CSC?
Class name, sir.
What is CSC here? CSC is the class name. Once we can start the class, that means the CSC class we have to start. Okay, that means the CSC class having the main method. Your execution will start from main method. Okay, your execution will start from main method. Okay, that means you have to access that CSC main method at outside the class. Outside the class, if you want to access whatever, that should be public. That should be public. If it is private static void main, Definitely you cannot execute that main method. You should not get any error also. You should not get any errors. You should not execute that method. Because of that is the private. Private means, suppose here we will write whatever the private. Okay, you can access those private members inside the class only, but not at outside. That is hiding of data. The last class I said that hiding of data, data hiding, hidden. Not only data, you have to keep the private for problem functions also, methods also. Here the main method is the public. Why it is public means the main method has started at outside the class. Outside the class, the main method has started means that should be public. That should be public. Okay, keep in mind. This is very important. Keep in mind. Later I will tell you why it is static. What is the reason it is static? Okay, what is the output of this program? Hello Java. Okay, hello Java. Okay, simple. Okay, that means the C which class having the main method, only the class you have to execute. Suppose I have 100 classes, no class having the main method means you cannot execute 100 classes. You cannot execute. Even C language also, suppose you have 100 functions, no function have the main method. You have the 100 functions, you don't have the main function. You don't have the main function means you cannot execute the remaining 100 functions also. You need to execute your functions. You need to execute your functions means definitely you need main method. You need main method in C language, C++, and also Java. The starting point of your execution is the main. That is the main. The name itself is the main. You will start from there, ending with there. From there. Okay, you have to start and you have to end there. That is called as a main. Okay, that is called as main. Okay, very simple here. Why it is public means why at outside you will call that main method means that should be public. Otherwise, it cannot be accessed at outside the class. It cannot be accessed at outside the class. If it is private, you cannot access. That is the reason why the method is public. Main method is public. Okay, I will tell you what is the static reason. Why it is static, I will tell you later. Okay, this is the very starting uh, program. This is a very starting program. Okay, next one, data types in Java. Here having the two types of data types, primitive data types and non-primitive data types. A primitive data type means boolean, character, byte, short, int, long, float, double. All primary data types in C language are called here called as primitive data types. Non-primitive means classes, interfaces, and arrays. Classes, interfaces, and arrays. Then coming to what are the primitive data types? Boolean data type, byte data type, char data type, short data type, int data type, long, float, and double. Okay, come to here. This is the classification. Okay, data types primitive or non-primitive. Boolean having the Boolean. Numeric data types are character and integral. Integral has divided into two parts. That is integer and floating point. A character is character. Non-primitive is string, array, and etc. Okay. Okay. Come to the sizes. Okay, Boolean. The default value is false. 10 means we have only two values, either 0 or 1. That means 0 means false, 1 means true. Okay, the size of boolean is 1 bit. Next coming to character. By default, that is the value. Slash u 4 zeros, 2 bytes. Actually, what's the size of character in C language?
1 byte, sir.
How many bytes? Only 1 byte. But here, what is the reason 2 bytes?
Unicode.
Huh? Already I said that. I said that in this class in the classroom. Actually, in C language, the character set has followed with ASCII. But in Java, the character set of Java has started with Unicode. Unicode means that is more than 8 bits. Unicode having the more than 8 bits. Having more number of characters in Unicode compared to ASCII. The size of number of characters has to be increased. A number of characters has to be increased. 256 characters are there. ASCII is 256. 2 power 8 is 250 to 255. Suppose if you want to represent more than 256 characters, you need one more byte. You need one more byte. Suppose your space having the more than 256 characters. You have more than 256 characters. Then you should not be taken one byte of data. You have to represent. Okay, suppose 97 is the ASCII A means. ASCII A means you have to represent with the help of 2 bytes means 0097. 0097. Okay, you have more number of characters. Okay, you have more than 256 characters. That means the Unicode having the more number of characters. The Unicode having the more number of characters. That is the reason for character having the 2 bytes. Character having the 2 bytes in Java because of what kind of character set have followed in Java? Unicode. Okay, next one byte. Here the byte is initially 0, 1 byte. Short is also 2 bytes. Integer 4 bytes. Long 0L is the default value 8 bytes. Float 0.0F is the default 4 bytes. A double 0.0D is the 8 bytes. Maximum is 8 bytes. Maximum is the 8 bytes. Okay, one more here, the very important. Java follows strict type checking, strong type checking, or strict strong type checking. Okay, listen all of you. This strong type checking means in C language, int a is equal to, here I am writing in C language, int I is equal to, int I is equal to, any error in the statement in C language, any error shows in C language, definitely no error. Syntactically that is correct. Semantically that is wrong. What is semantic here? A is a character, the character is assigned to integer. The character is assigned to integer variable. It cannot be accepted in Java. It cannot be accepted in Java. You understand? That is called as strong topic. At compile time, it will show the error. Strong means it will check at compile time. Strong means it will check at compile time. It will generate the error. It will report the error. Okay, it will report the error. But in C language, no error for the statement. No error in the C language. No error in the C language. But in Java, if you can try to write it, automatically you will get the error. Because of that is the meaning of strong type checking. Okay, that is the meaning of strong type checking. Okay, Pujita, Puja B 508. Keep in mute. Okay, that is called as strong type checking means such kind of statement. What kind of data type it is, such kind of data only you have to assign for that variable. Any mismatch you have to do, you will get error at compilation.